I'm going over the top 5 plugins that I feel every beginner should be using, and I'm gonna tell you why. Plugin number 1 is the Avalon 737. This is a channel strip. It has everything that you could possibly need to record your vocals through, to get something consistent, something to where when it comes to mixing, you don't have to stress yourself out. It has a preamp, has compression, has EQ. We don't really need much more past that. This right here is modeled after the analog gear. This usually gives a dark kind of sound to it, but when I use it, I just love it because like I boost my microphone to like the having more area, because all of my microphones I have an option to like make them brighter, and I typically go for tube microphones. Those are going to be a little bit more warmer, but in this instance when I use the Avalon 737, things just sound good. Like Mike Dean has a preset folder in here that sounds good. Like you can just go to artists and just find Mike Dean, and if you use the fat vocal, shit is gonna sound great. If you use mid-range Vox comp, shit is gonna sound great, right? And then if you want to support the channel, I have my own preset pack for it. All right, so you can check those out if you want. No need, but if you want. And by the way, I got the Discord back up, so feel free to hop in the server, chop it up with me. I know for a fact Lil Uzi goes Avalon 737 into a tube tech, so this is part of Lil Uzi Vert's vocal chains. I would recommend it because it's so easy. You just set the plugin, record through it. Like if you print through it, you start from a better place. Plugin number 2 is the Valhalla Vintage Vert. This plugin is great to put on an aux. So whether you're recording or you mixing, you can kind of get more energy and bring out a better performance. Me, I record with reverbs because I make a lot of melodic music. So it's more about the vibe, it's more about the atmosphere. And this plugin allows me to go from Travis Scott type verbs to more intimate, smaller, tighter verbs, and just switch through a lot of different modes. It's like we could do bright hall, we can change the color, and it changed the color of the plugin. That's one reason why I like it. I like to change the colors. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just little weird things about certain plugins that make me like the plugins. And then the plugin comes with a lot of presets. So if you're confused on what you want to go with, you can just choose a lot of different presets and then get to tweaking and messing with different knobs right here. And the thing about the Valhalla one is like, this is one of the industry plugins that a lot of people use. This, I wouldn't say it's like a standard because it depends on the engineer, but this is one where you can't really go wrong. It sounds great. I'm not affiliated. It's nothing like that. I don't have nothing else to say besides that. It's like, it just sounds good. I like it. It's in all of my Pro Tools templates because I refuse to take this away from my Pro Tools template. Like, this will forever be in my templates. Plugin number 3 is the SSL 4000E channel strip from UAD. Okay, you gotta understand, the only reason why this plugin is in here and the only reason why I use this plugin is because of this Jason Joshua preset that's in here. This new edition preset sounds amazing, right? By default, the line is gonna be on. I always switch it to the mic and then I record through this plugin. Shit sounds clean. Shit sounds good. I'd never really care to look and see what's going on with the settings. I just know this shit sounds good. Another thing to add on to it, so for the people that want to recreate and learn those analog workflows, you can't really go wrong with this one because this board is in a lot of your favorite artist studios. When they go and record, they might not record through it, but some of their engineers are probably mixing through it, running some of the vocals and stuff through it. It's like, it's always good to understand why like some of this shit works and why people use some of this shit, because certain plugins are just better than others. I'm not saying with the brand, I'm not getting into those arguments, because yes, you can do shit with stock plugins, yes, you can do shit with free plugins, but me personally, I come from the standpoint of, okay, if they use it in the studio and if I can afford it, I'm gonna get the plugin version and use it like I was in the studio. So this, I would record through this, I would mix through this, and you know, they have the plugin for mastering. So it's like, that's just a personal preference of me. You can get the Waves version of this plugin. Slate Digital has a version, and there's other free versions and just other variations of this plugin floating around. Like Plugin Alliance has a very good one, but you can't really go wrong, right? But it's like this preset specifically is the only one I really use with this plugin. Plugin number 4 is Xvox Pro. This is CLA vocals on steroids, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. It's very, very easy to use, very beginner friendly. Okay, you got your compression right here. With de-esser, we have a gate right here. You can switch between different fillings, colors, or however you want to say it, of the dynamics. And we have an EQ section. It's very simple. We can make our little minor movements and adjustments and shape the vocal kind of like how we want, and we can switch between each one. And we have a knob to control the volume of everything was going on. Then we have like reverb and we have delay. We can duck, we can do all different kinds of things with this plugin, and we have so many different special effects over here. This is really CLA vocals on steroids, because CLA vocals has dynamics, CLA vocals has like the tone section, CLA vocals has reverb, but they don't have all of the special effects unless you get CLA effects. But this is one of those plugins for a beginner. You can record with this plugin, you can mix with this plugin. I wouldn't recommend you master with this plugin, but recording and mixing for sure. Like, you can go crazy, because if you buy this plugin, you can break the plugin up and put it where you need to go. Like, if you need the reverb to be on the reverb send, you could do that. If you want to put it for delay, you can do that. If you want to do the compression, the dynamics part, you could do that. You want to do the EQ, you know what I'm saying? You could really just break the plugin up however you want. And you know, people love presets, so there's a lot of presets within here, so you can pretty much click on something until you hear something you like and then go from there. Okay, like, people love presets, and this is a very beginner friendly plugin to use. So it's like Xvox, Xvox Pro, any of these plugins that come from this company, you will be good to go, because this plugin has no latency at all. Okay, you can record with it real time. All right, so that's just something to think about, because I'm not sponsored, I'm not affiliated like that, so it's like, I'm just letting you know this plugin right here is one of the ones, you know. And the last and final plugin is Waves to in Real Time. You're probably thinking, why Waves to in Real Time? Bro, it is the cheapest, it is the easiest, most affordable, and it sounds good, right? It is literally the auto-tune plugin that you need if you're on a budget. If you cannot afford a $500 auto-tune plugin, $300 auto-tune plugin, $200 auto-tune plugin, here you go. This shit is gonna sound good. It's easy to set, right? If you want the T-Pain effect, Travis Scott effect, the hard-hitting tune effect, I know y'all probably hear my kid. He don't want to go to sleep. Like, this shit, like, I'm recording this video at like 1 o'clock in the morning. He's still up, like, shit crazy. All right, but the thing is, you can set it with correction. We got the format here, you have the keyboard here. It's kind of easy to understand. If you don't, I have plenty of videos showing you how to use this plugin. You know, you can set the scale, you can set the keys, all of that. Then it comes with key finder. Well, it don't come with the key finder. If you do get the key finder plugin or the receive plugin, like, you can find the key and scale, and then you can send it to all the Waves to in Real Time plugins in the session. I would always recommend this, because especially like to people that are new, that are beginners, that don't know if they're going to be doing music within the next 5 to 10 years, this would probably be your best investment. Because if you're gonna buy Auto-Tune Pro, Metatune, all these other plugins, and then you're just gonna start rapping 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later, it wouldn't be worth the investment. You know what I'm saying? So these are just my top 5 that I always usually recommend to people when they're starting out. So let me know in the comment section below, do you have any of these plugins, or do you have the alternative versions of these plugins? And or like, what are your top 5 plugins?